So today I'm going to be sharing about a faulty budget. A faulty budget is about an accountant named Daniels who is in charge of preparing a sales budget for the upcoming year. Eager to do a good job, Daniels does a ton of research to make sure that his predictions are correct. At the completion of his project, he goes to lunch with his friend where he admits he had made a mistake. He tells his friend that he put twice the amount of sales for a certain product than should be. His friend asks what he's going to do. The person he would tell, Pete, does not like mistakes and usually sweeps them under the rug. Daniels tells him he has to tell Pete he owes him that much. Pete was the person who hired him in the first place. Daniels and Pete meet where Daniels tells him of his mistake. Pete gets mad because he just hired 20 people based off of the sales budget that they're going to be selling more of this certain product. And with this news, he may have to fire 10 of them. Not wanting to seem foolish, he tells Daniels to not tell anyone of the conversation, and they'll just kind of ignore it. He doesn't want other people to be afraid that they may be the next ones to be fired if he has to let these 10 people go. Reluctantly, Daniels agrees not to tell anyone, even his boss, the controller. That leaves him feeling sick. So there are some questions I'm going to answer of what I would do in Daniel's situation. The first thing we need to ask ourselves is, what would we do if we were in this situation? And what are his options? What are Daniel's options? So the options are Daniel can talk to others, his boss, the controller, or he can keep silent. Now, if I were in Daniel's place, I would talk to my boss. I just think it'd be smart to talk to someone who has more experience and who may know more about what could be done. It may not be so simple as Pete says that they would need to fire 10 people. There might be other options. If he doesn't tell anyone, then could be potential disaster for the company, losing sales and lots of lost money because they made too much of this product. And based off of my decision to talk to someone, I would go first to the boss, the controller, to see what he thinks. He may have another point of view, more information on what can be done. So I think that would be very helpful to talk through those options with him. Next, we have to consider who's all involved, what's at stake for them. So I think the three biggest groups involved are Daniels, Pete, and those 10 employees who could potentially be fired. For those 10 employees, it's easy. Their jobs may be on the line. They may not be working for this company anymore. For Daniels and Pete, it seems like a big deal for them, mainly their reputation. Pete doesn't want to be seen as someone who hires and fires willy-nilly, and he wants to be respected. And Daniels wants to be seen as an ethical, hard worker who will bring problems to the forefront and can be depended upon. There are a lot of arguments that can be made against this decision to talk to the controller, such as these predictions that Daniel thinks are correct may not be correct. Is it worth bringing up this problem if it means 10 people's jobs? And I think the biggest argument to counter those with is that we don't know what's going to happen. We may talk to the controller. There may be other options that we just can't see right now. And until we can talk to someone about it and explore those options, we don't know. It may not be so black and white. There may be other options for these people to work. And I think that no matter what, you should do the right thing. If there's an issue, you should bring it up because something worse may come up. And that's what I would do in this situation.